Welcome, guys. Welcome on our YouTube channel, Behind the Story podcast, whereby we will be hosting people like artists, actors, and actresses, and anyone else who is supposed to be celebrated or honored, if I can put it that way. Today, we've got our very own first guest on this channel by the name Henny C. Most of his followers knows him as Tonga Prince. He's in the building today.
Yeah.
Mr. Chow,
Hey.
how are you?
I forget man.
Hey.
Hey. Lang din matili.
Okay, number one. Oh, you win, eh?
Yeah.
Namuhla vanhu va ka hina hi ta va hi kha hi lava ku tiva swo tala hi Tonga Prince, Henny C. Ku ri hi ta va kha hi lava ku tiva swilo hinkwaswo, a hi si nchumu hina lawa hi tiva swilo hinkwaswo. Loko hi sungula, Henny C,
Yebo.
I mani Henny C?
Okay, Henny C xo sungula vito ra yena ro helela i Swazini Henny Chauke i jaha ra ka Mpama. Ku tswaleliwe Rustenburg. But after some few months, vele ngibuyeni yakaya. Ku tswaleliwa Rustenburg, it was because vatswari a va tirhela kona Rustenburg. But kahle mina kaya mali Limpopo ka Malamulele ka Mpama.
Okay.
Ni artist leyi yimbelelaku vunanga bya
Hi ta fika kwala ka artist.
That's just me.
Hi ta fika kwala mi ya tiva swo tala hi artist.
Yeah.
Sweswiwani hala ku ta tiva ku ri Henny C I mani kumbe a hi tsiki Henny C. Swazini Henny Chauke.
No.
Mi velekeliwe ka muti wa njhani?
Well, ka hina I think loko na ha ku velekiwa vele a ku ri muti lowu ingaku vana a va nga talanga kusuka ka my father's side. Loko ni langutisa I think bona papa a vo va na ndzisani ya yi-1 ntsena. So loko ni fika vele kokwana wa xinuna a ni n'wi vonangi. Loyi ni ngo yo sala ni twa kunene ku a ni ri kona i kokwani va xisati kusuka ka papa me. But muti wo a wu ri muti wa rirhandzu lowu a wu ri I think a va khomanile. Loko ni langutisa papa na papa ntsongo wa me a swi tikomba va khomanile swinene. From my mother's side na so the very same thing, but from my mother's side muti a wu ri kulukumba a wu tala hi va xisati. Ivi ya mhani mara wo kusuka ka mhana vo ntsena a va ri 1. So but a ku ri miti leyi a yi ri very fun but different because loko u langutisa muti lowu nga tala va xisati na muti lowu nga na vavanuna va 2, obviously there's going to be a lot of different, but I think it was a very wonderful combination for me to grow up under.
Sikomba ku ri n'wina mi kule mi nga ri na kokwani a mu tivi ntsako wo kula mi ri na vakokwani?
Not really. Vokokwani street va mina va ngati. Not really. A ni vanga na nhlahla ngopfu ya ku va na kusuhani na vona. Lavan'wani va lovile ni ritsongo. Lavan'wani mhani wa mhani a ku ri munhu loyi a tirha a hasila. So she was mostly not around. So na loko va lova I had close because she was my mother's mom, but we were not really much close.
Disadvantage leyi maybe i nga va ku ive na papa n'wina ya ku va va nga talanga kaya hi nga va hayi vonini i va i ya mahlweni eka n'wina eka generation ya n'wina laha ni vula ku ri mukhalabye na mhani bona va nga vi na vana vangani? Mina va makwenu va nga kahle ni vula ku sweswo.
Hina hi 3 ka hina, 2 boys 1 girl. Ndzisana ya mina i Masilonyana na Ntshunxeko. So mina loko se ni ti langutisa from my father's side, the only thing lexi ni nga va tlula hi xona i ku mehe ni kume majaha manharhu Na na chance
mi nga engetela
ni nga na tsaka mara ni nga ri shongo so na 3 bona papa ba heleri so but mfowethu naye se ina 2 a boy and a girl sister na xona se xitava na 3 so at the end of the day I think
mi le ku zameni a mi se fika la mi ta fika kona hina a hi 10
wow
hi 10 kahle kahle na sweswi na ha ri 10 so ha mi tlula kule
yes sir
mi tswaleliwe mutini wa njhani lowu wu landzelelaka swilo swa njhani eka vutomi na laha mugangeni hina van'wanyani hi tswaleliwe mutini laha a ku swekiwaka muqombhoti hi swiyimo ya so n'wina mi nga mi tswaleliwe mutini mi nga mi kha mi n'wa mutini wa njhani
okay I think loko papa va ha tshama na ka kokwana lava nga teka mali va ha tshama kona ka hina a ku tiveka hi ku va n'angeni ya vana mhani wa papa a ku ri n'anga wa vana but mina a ni swi experience-anga unfortunately yona loko me ni tswariwa I think ni ve na 1.5 ivi va hundza misaveni so a na ha vonanga ntirho wa vona in that way but kusuka kwalano a ko va sweswo kahle kahle a ku duma hi ku papa yi mbala brand yeah mbala papantsula yeah I'm sorry papantsule yeah mana mina papa mbala kufana so which was very rare at that time vatswari va khomana hi mavoko va famba tikweni a village it was very rare but my mother and my father was something like that
swikomba ku ri vatswari va n'wina a va ti kota ne because brandwood loko ni kha ni yi languta hi malembe lama nga tswariwa hi wona n'wina a ku nga ri nchumu
ende na mani mbala yo
na n'wina mbala yo
yeah
van'wana ni kahle
but it was not much of papa a va ti kota in a way a ku ri munhu wo rhandza ku basa so he would prefer to buy clothes beautiful clothes and make his family shine more on the outside and be representable but when I look at the house that we used to stay in it was very normal like any other house until he went to his own stand that's where maybe bangafika ba kota ku aka yindlu leyi yi nga vuya yi va a little bit more advanced in a way but with a little that he was making from the mines he was just working in the mines
ava tirha timayini
yeah
ku landzela leswaku ava tirha kwihi
yeah ava tirha mayini yeah just the normal ava vitana informal yeah
okay
yeah
swa tirha na nyamuti byo formal
bya yeah
loko mi kula a mi ri n'wana wa njhani
well mina I think ni ve spoiled and then reason being ite loko mani va tekiwa va teke nkarhinyana ku kuma n'wana which was me after I think after 4 years or 5 years she was married van kumile va teke hi 1980 or some 81 va kume n'wana hi 85 so
ku nga n'wina
so I was a bit spoiled so a ni ri manguti ya n'wana wo spoiliwa ngopfu i va noti you stand out from the crowd because you feel like the world belongs to you you are alone everything is done for you in a way that you want so but I think that gave me a little bit more upper hand compared to the other kids because I would feel so confident and I would do anything at any time because I knew somebody has my back so yeah definitely I was just a very outstanding child
okay ndisa na n'wana loyi a nga tala ndzhaku ka n'wina a nga velekiwa ndzhaku ka n'wina
yeah
I wani
he was born 1989 which was 4 years after
n'wina
yeah
then mi kule mi ri na vuxaka la njhani na vamakona n'wina
very nice very beautiful because me and my younger brother we have the same passion which is music so every morning it would be a singing morning noisy morning
okay
later came my younger sister. Unfortunately, she's not really, she can sing, but she's not into music. But she was more closer to me than my younger brother. So she kind of took my attention more after that. So me and my younger brother were no longer that close, but we were close because most of the time we were alone. Mina na vatswari mi kuma nkarhi wun'wani va ri tirheni hala. Mina na my younger brother would be together. My sister would come with my mother then. But when she's around, she was more clinging to me than him. So I think I had an upper hand there.
Okay. Yeah. Mara somebody says so kuri ngawa minga ha sunela nguvuko. Vama kwenu lava landana abatoloveli kwana. Yeah. Swami na swami hlanganisa lokuru amntwana. Yeah. Xikolo.
Yeah.
Misungule kwi.
Okay, nsungule xikolo ka Mphambo at Tsamani Primary School. As ka principal Masebenza, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the thing, and I know it's something that I remember very well. I used to cry to go to school. By the time Garufika, I was very excited to go to school.
I'm not child kufana na ngo yana. I sirelela hinga se esikolweni lokuthi isikolo esikolweni seyichaba.
Yeah, mina and nisirelelile banisa esikolweni lokusiniya mara lokuza malembe mama kamaya. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I just lost interest. Yeah.
But malebela waya ngibala kuyiwona chaka mina ngena isikolo yiwona. Akufailiwa nkarhi. Yeah. Akufailiwa nkarhi ya. Mina ngingaba mirumwana wabana mina kuma mfaili esikolweni.
Too much, yeah. Mina mfaili ngofu. Look at this like me fail up there. Me fail ngofu kati tangata me. Basti bana bona go high no. Okay. I think the failure of Sungula standard 3. Asha no standard 3. The failure of Sungula standard 3. The failure standard 4. The failure standard 5. Even Kenya failure futeka standard 7. The failure grade 10, which is standard 8. The failure standard 9, which is grade 11.
School is calling me Basel 6 years. Come on, I'm going to forget him. Okay. And then Kuska primary, Mia secondary, me telegram ka standard 9. Yeah, I made a metric.
The veterinary Nisutsa Makwalaya. Anititwa, Mamana Lusi, Mzimenu, no. Nah, you know, because the one is at the way of fixes on a grade 11. Imkarota lagon push, but who fail but condone. So, Lokukuru pushy or in the grade 12, there's no pushing. You have to pass. Exactly. They don't care about your behavior and how sweet you are and everything. So I saw I'll be wasting more time for myself. Let me rather see something else.
Okay. Maybe kungaba kuna nkarhi mingazi mitshama mititwa ku ri xikolweni maybe mi failisiwe hi ku languta background ya le kaya kumbe amu fail ku am nga swi koti total.
I think it was just misplaced. I was just misplaced in a way. I would have been better with something else than the ABCD. If I was taken somewhere else, I think I could have done better. Loko miteka mzana skota klambela so. Safi ya skota klambela. But mzana ngi klambela kufana safi. Mina anri xikolweni lexi I know Koba, but it was not my place. And then there were people that were meant to do that. As for me, unfortunately, I was not in the right school. Let me put it like that. I could have been taken to a better or a school that fits my profession. I think I would have done better.
Okay. Yeah. This one. Laminga Kon. Matia.
Well, I can call it Kornatira if it's called Ikutira because but I don't say morning Morebas or report to anybody. I report to myself. So, well, I can say Utira because it provides for my kids, but I'm actually just living my life in the way I go. I'm just being a musician, that's all. No, I did. Look, on my first job was, it lasted 2 weeks. Fruit and veg. That was my first time working. The 2 weeks, like, the fruits, shop. And then somebody came, and then I met this other guy. His name is Tabani. They don't call him Tabani. He introduced me to waitering, Ocean Basket. And then I worked there for about 3 years, 3 to 4 years, yeah. As a waiter, yeah. But I would sometimes sing for the people.
And then,
I was tired. I felt like I'm not being myself. And I felt like I'm not serving my purpose as a person. So I actually stopped working. Because I would sometimes ask, because by that time I think I was singing at church, and at work they want me from Monday to Sunday, and I couldn't attend church and I couldn't sing. So sometimes I would ask to go to church and they would refuse, and you know, sometimes as a waiter I had no choice but to work because the situation was not so perfect at home. But sometimes these people, your peers, your age group comes at the shop to eat, and you must serve them, which is not a problem, but to me it was a problem. I did not like that. I didn't feel like I should be serving someone in that particular way. I felt like I should be served in a way.
And then was as well.
Well, I don't call it being served, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mitwala kure amiri munu loyo minga titwa na lendeni kure nina mimbeleri kambi. Misi tumbuliseri nkumbe kusumbulari nkuri mila wako imbelera.
I think under the move, because the first time near studio, maybe I was about 15, 14, 15, somewhere there. But all along, Ani Belela, and we used to meet, Minana, like my younger brother, we used to sit and sing. Kotaku enda ogene bumba, like Mamma Topola Bumba, to figure size, so Kotaku build the keyboard, enter just so that you can press it and produce the sound in normal. That takes a musician to do that. Kuma Fester Bank, Utanga Fester Bank, almost for 2 hours. Mesa sound in normal, but you feel like you're playing a keyboard. It takes a musician. So I think I knew all along that there's something musical about me. Yeah.
Sinantiso kufika kwi. Ba imbelere botala vari batumbulishe kereke.
Well, I think again, it is where you are given a chance to stand in front of people and sing. But basically, it is inside, it is within. Again, it was a platform. So it could have happened even if because it was something that was within. But church gives an opportunity to people like me, people like other people, the artists that are existing. Bakuma opportunity ya kukota kubaba showcase what they can do, or it even revives with the inner person that sings within you, because some they didn't know until they went to church. It was there, they just did not have the place or something to erect the spirit.
swi mi tikele ku fika kwihi kumbe swi mi olovele ku fika kwihi ku va mi humelerisa nhloko ya n'wina a xikarhi ka industry ya vuyimbeleri? Loko ku ri swi mi olovelile swi nga va swi mi olovele ku fika kwihi? Loko ku ri ku swi mi tikele ku fika kwihi ku ze mi fika laha mi nga sungula ku titwa ku ri na n'wina loko mi tshamile mi tivitana ku ri mi artist kumbe na vanhu va swi tiva ku ri munhu luya i artist?
So nakahle kahle as olovangi, because first thing first, whatever lexi lavaku mali, it's very difficult to achieve loko u nga ri na yona mali yaleyo. So it took time, patience and dedication, and years, a lot of years, like, I said time, but anyway, I had to actually like work. I had to start off as a producer, learn how to produce before I became an artist that I am today. So being a producer, it was more like now giving up in a way. I felt like there was no door for me as a singer, because first I was doing gospel. So I was pushing, but I could see nothing is happening. So I ended up being a producer. I bought it with the salary, my last salary that I got from Ocean Basket. That's where I bought the computer. Then I started off with producing. Me and my younger brother again learned together to produce. Nobody taught us. So it took us a long time, because we also had to teach ourselves to produce and all that stuff, to work on the computer. We were not those kids. So the first time I touched the computer, like a real computer, not this thing here like Ocean Basket, it was my own computer. So I had to learn how to use a mouse. I had to learn how to use a keyboard. Fortunately enough, I got a client, so we could read it through and see how the program works and stuff like that.
How many instruments?
Well, I think keyboard is the first thing, drums, marimba, yeah, probably those three. There might be something else. I think I can also play maybe a bit of shaker. Shaker is easy. I know I can. It's an instrument as well. Yeah.
Sweswiwani laha mi nga kona mi kongome kwihi eka tlhelo ra vuyimbeleri?
Look man, a ku na loyi a swi tivaka hi ndlela leyo. You can ask any artist. Ku hava artist leyi nga ta vula straight ya ku yi kongoma kwihi kumbe njhani. Leswi hi swi tivaka ku hi suka kwihi. But ku navela i ku va a worldwide known artist. Obviously that's the first thing, and to achieve anything that exists in the music industry, like winning all the awards that there is in the music industry, if it's possible, which I know sometimes it can look impossible, but trust me, anything is possible.
Ka munhu wo ka nga tivi Henny C a nga tshama kaya sweswiwani, Henny C i artist ya vuyimbeleri bya njhani, genre ya njhani?
I don't know.
Because I was trying to think this, myself, trying to think ku ri nga mi nqambi ya mi wela ka category ya kona ka genre ta music, but ni failile mina. So I was thinking ku maybe n'wina maybe va tele handle vanhu lava va nga le sweswo ku ri vuyimbeleri lebyi mi byi yimbelelaka n'wina byi wela ka genre ya kona.
I think I'm an artist. An artist creates. An artist makes art. And that's what I am. So it matters not what art is it in terms of music. It should be a reggae sound. It should be house. I believe that I can. I'm suitable for any category that is given to me or that I feel at that particular moment. I just do whatever that I feel at that particular moment there isn't really much of a classification ya ku men wala la. Yeah.
Loko mi kha mi tshamela studio.
Yes sir.
Mi kha mi tshaya. Mayitwa ku ri leyi ngoma leyi I hit leyiwani.
Sometimes yeah. Leswi ni swi twisaka xiswona nkarhi wo tala me loko ni heta ku endla ngoma loko no za ni nga yi tlangi maybe 2 times 3 times after making it na mina swi tiva ku something is not really good here, but loko no za ni yi tlanga ni ya hlamba ni tsandzeka no tima computer that particular day na ha yingisela yona and then I know no there's something here ka ngoma leyi, but sometimes ni bayizi ni fane hupa yeah ni hleketa ku hi yona ku vanhu va ku hi yona
ni lava a ni lava tata kwalani va ku ri misi mi nga ba ngoma mi byela ku ri leyi ni bini leyiwani mi kuma ku ri ti-fans ta n'wina kumbe valandzeri va n'wina va fika va nga yi amukeli hi ndlela leyi mi va mi byela swona ende mi fila njhani loko mi swi vonisa sweswiya?
Well lexi se ni nga xi vona me I ku vanhu va rhandza swilo swo hambanahambana. Sometimes you will meet those who love a certain genre and then sometimes you will meet the other ones. It's just that the ones that loves the ones that I do and I think it's nice, they don't speak out. The ones that loves the other genre like Umara Band, they speak out and they overpower the other ones. So no. People maybe they do kind of love all the other music, but it's just that Labangan have a voice out the opinions that one. So well it hurts sometimes when you make a song thinking this song should be on top, but then people doesn't really talk about it and they talk about something else. But then at the end of the day you're making music for them, not for you, so you don't have to feel any otherwise. You have to just understand you're making music for them, so they have the right to choose what they like.
Mwina chaka mikule miranda unanga bya njhani?
Mina ni yingisela anything because ni vuya ka vo Oliver Mtukudzi, ni suka ka vo Bob Marley, ni suka ka vo Leonard Dembo, ni suka ka vo Patrick Nkuna, ni suka ka vo Nhlalala brothers. I remember abayimbelela Nhlalala Jerome
yeah
without instrument. Ni kule ni yingisela Bomshoza. There was Chipa at the time, there was Zambia, there was Msawawa, there was Speedy, and then there was Asha on the other side. And so you can see already there, it's a very different type of music that I was listening to. It was just quite a lot of numbers of music or musicians without choosing. I think that's another thing. Yeah.
Okay. Mi nga byela yini muntshwa loyi a lava ku nghena ka industry ya music ka nkarhi wa sweswiwani nga ka wona wa 2021?
But it's possible. Lexi tsakisaka hi music I ku you are on your own lane. You're not competing with anyone until you start feeling like you're competing. But if you don't tell yourself you're competing, trust me, as you find out ball, me win at the game to car winner chumuka. This one, you just have to go the way you want or at your own pace. Try anything that you can to get to the top. It is your own lane that you can control. Namutla na rima kumba dream. Namutla naya niya approach as man kumbe ani. So it is your own path. And nobody's gonna understand. So if you're gonna want to work according to somebody's direction, you might get lost. You have to do what you feel inside. When as a musician or as an artist, I need to do this to get to this point. And if you feel it is right, do it. Do not wait until you wait for somebody to sign you or anything. If I knew before, there are platforms out there that I can showcase my my music, I think I could have done it long time. It's just that sometimes you need to be shown the way. This is how it works. But it should not delay you or divert your vision. You should take your vision head on.
Kuna vanhu van'wanyani ka industry ya music va rhandza kukulu loko va yimbelela hi vanhu van'wanyani. Loko mina mi tshamile mi vona leswi nga swi endliwa yini?
Well, I think that's their choice. They decide and they feel like it makes money for them or it makes sense for them. We cannot. It works for them. Like I said, in this music business, you have to know what works for you. Look, so I think those ones, they saw it fit. If I can sing about this, it will make money for me and it will make a name for me. And it works. And the moment they start singing something that makes sense, so at the end of the day, it's about what works for you. Now I've seen, if I sing about love, it works for me. And when I do it, it works and I can see the results of it. If I can decide one day to just go astray, yes, sir.
Okay. Yes,
sir. Yeah.
Ka album liya mwina ya Lavani, I think it's step number 7.
Yeah.
Driver Maraki.
Yeah.
Risimu leria mina King Manadala. Miori ba mwina risimu leria kumbe ni.
Kuiwa is a very strong word. I think I saw some few posts Facebook after me and King Manadala went live while after recording the song. But that was I think the following day. And then I didn't pay attention to it because, well, I know things like that happens. And it was my first time featuring a big artist. So I felt like people are just, whatever. Like when you step into bigger territories, you start getting enemies and all that stuff, you know. So I thought it's one of those things. But then as days went by, I could see it's getting serious. So then I was like to myself, how is that? Which song? I tried to sit down and do research. And then I just couldn't make sense of how is that possible. But then I never said anything about it. I never responded because it was never said to me direct. Or nobody came and claimed I am the artist who said you stole my song. But honestly speaking, I mean, like, I've been making music for, like, from my first album, I think there was 10 songs. My second album, there was like 18 songs. My third album, there was 22 songs. On that very same album, there was like 18 songs. So out of all these songs, like, I've been composing. Now talk about stealing as well. It just doesn't make sense to me. And then I'm still trying to figure out which song is that. I still can't find the song. So, but then I didn't want to dwell in it because nobody came and faced me and said, Henny C, you took my song. Yeah, so I never entertained it because at the end of the day, it was people saying, nobody has pointed me with the finger and said, Henny C, where na king man. So I believe it was just speculations from fans, but at the end of the day, I would love to know.
Yeah. Maybe hopefully in the super.
Yeah.
mi feature ti-artist to tala ngopfu kusukela ni show kusukela kwala ka driver marato
yes sir
vulavula ku yona ku fika nyamutlha ni show your latest feature it was with Norman de Roger
yes
if not DJ
yes yes yes
kuna nkarhi lowu maybe mi va ku mi tshamini ku ri mi ku ti-feature leti ni nga ti endla I think it is enough sweswi swi antswa ni focus ka mina ntsena ku ri mina Henny C ni kupuka ni ri one kuna nkarhi lowu mi va ku mi hleketa hi swona swi fana sweswo
well things change as we grow as an artist sometimes the mistake leti ti nga endliwa hi ti-artist to tala leti a ti voma bolandlela va hina vo tala hayi hinkwavo va endle swihoxonyana swa ku va tirha va ri voxe va nga investi ka the upcoming or the young generations which has led to their music dying off slowly so mina I've realized that now that I need to invest myself my seed to few other artists I've been working alone in most albums but it's dangerous with my research as an artist I saw that it's very dangerous I won't grow if I do not make someone grow nsinya wu va na nkoka loko u tswala mihandzu hi ku mihandzu liya laha ndzeni ka yona ku na tinyungu leti ti tlhelaka ti ya va ku misinya yin'wana leyi yi nga ta ti benefitisa vanhu van'wana as time goes by misinya leyi yi vonaka sweswi i tinyungu ta misinya leyi yi nga tshoviwa khale leyi a yi ri kona so featuring I see featuring like that to me so it's not enough it's never enough if I feel the energy of this person I think I should work with Namen Veni decide with my mind I'm going for this one just as I wish to be featured by other artists big artists so is someone else who is looking up to me wishing that I wish I could feature Henny C so I should give them a chance just like I want to be given a chance by the other artists as well
so ni twa ti-artist to tala very va hakelisa loko va feature n'wina ma hakelisa
logistics unfortunately in music you spend to make things happen I need to be moving around it's petrol so it's not really much of a paying fee it's more about logistics having to cover certain things so if you need me to come to your studio obviously you're gonna have to make sure that I reach to the studio so if you want me to look nice when I'm shooting the cover obviously I have to look nice and I cannot it was not my idea to make the song it was your idea it was not my timing so you have to see to it that I'm dressed if you need to make a music video it's your choice you need to make sure that you cover all those costs and all that stuff just like I do when I go to other people but there are certain people that I feel I don't think I should make them pay for reasons being looking at their situation look at their backgrounds it's not everyone who can afford to pay or to cover all those costs so I check I look at the background and see why not
okay kuna artist maybe leyi mi nga tshama mi feature na yona ka risimu leyi mi twa ku nga maybe ma tisola ku no laya I made a mistake
I agree
swi nga va swi ri kona
nah not really most of the guys that are featured they are very well behaved well mistakes are mistakes you can make a mistake there and there but sometimes it's got nothing to do with me I just don't like featuring someone who is a noisemaker troublemaker from the get-go you can do that after me it's got nothing to do with me but I cannot come for you or if you come for me and you're a troublemaker trust me I'm not gonna agree because I prefer to be clean or I prefer people to listen to clean music and good quality music with quality people somebody who thinks like me or at least a little bit like me.
Kahle n'wina swa beef amtwana naswona hi ndlela yin'wanyana hi vulavula tani.
So futhi it's something that she preferable because at the end of the day, to me, it doesn't benefit me. It will only destroy me. If it benefits you as an artist, it's good for you. But for me, it wouldn't work because I know the type of audience I'm serving. They would not want me to associate myself with that. Leave alone my conscience. I am not the type.
Okay. Yes,
sir.
Vunanga bya n'wina byi tlangiwa ngopfu tindhawu to fana na va bush.
Yeah.
Na ku rhambiwa ku ya hi vulavisisi lebyi mina ni nga byi endla.
Yeah.
Mi rhambiwa ngopfu bush ku tlula kaya la mi humaka kona. Loko mi tshama mi vona leswi nga swi endliwa yini?
Well, I think preference. At the end of the day, you can't choose where to be loved. Not to say that my own home does not love me. They do. They just not have the occasion that suits my music. So I can't blame them. The time they have occasions that suits my music, I think they will call me. Until maybe I should be getting more invites from that side, but I think they prefer something else. So I just need to keep working hard to make sure that maybe I reach their level of requirements.
Kumbe modura n'wina hecha. Why tinsimu ta n'wina va ti tlanga la micatweni liya hambiloko n'wina mi nga ri kona ku kombisa ku ri mi wa nkoka tinsimu ta n'wina va ti tlanga la mara n'wina a va mi vitana.
Loko ni langutisa vanhu va le bush langutisa vanhu va Makananise vanhu va le bush vanhu va ku rhandza ku negotiate a hi vanhu vo when they talk to me they talk like they're talking to a normal person and they negotiate. And I don't think vanhu va ka Makananise va nga tsandzeka ku negotiate or to call me. I think they just maybe they can't reach me or like I said, the occasions that they have does not suit me and my music. Maybe. But at the end of the day, I can't change their minds.
Loko maybe they can't reach you, okay? So inti sala xivutiso xin'wanyana. Hi vona va nga na xihoxo kumbe hi n'wina mi nga na xihoxo mi nga kumeki kumbe a mi endli ku ri information ya n'wina yi va available leyi maybe vanhu va nga yi lavaka ku ri va kota ku ri va mi kuma ka yona loko va mi lava.
I think I'm one of the few artists who has his real numbers, not the manager's numbers, the real numbers on Facebook, on my page. If you go on my page there, you find my exact number, not anybody's, mine, exactly me, not anybody else. If you call that number, you reach me straight, direct. So that is open enough. Being unreachable to them, it shouldn't. To reach me, it shouldn't be a problem. I think Kovana a clinch or a sense of, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's not nice.
Okay.
It's not a nice feeling.
Ngapura nhlohlotelo wa ti-beat leti mi ti tlangaka mi wu kuma.
I think working with the likes of Tonalex, which he was from Mozambique, and listening to certain type of music, mostly from Nigeria, Angola, Zimbabwe, it gives me a certain sound in my head. So I try to follow that, but give it my own flair. So she ended up with that sound. How does it come about?
Ka tinsimu ta n'wina to tala hi jaku mi twala ngopfu mi ri munhu wa ku themendela ngopfu vavasati ngopfu.
Yeah.
Swi nga va swi endliwa yini mi va mi tshame mi languta yini loko mi lava ku ta compose risimu loko ku hetelela ku fika ngopfu out of 18 songs about 12 ti kongoma ngopfu ku yisa ka vavasati swi hloriteriwa yini
vona vavasati swilo va swa misava leyi vavasati hi vona ti driver wo ka hi nga swi voni vavanuna vhele because our egos don't allow us but these people are driving the world. If I want support, I need to, or if I need to get to a certain destination, I need to know who's the driver, and I need to have a friendship with the driver so that he can take me there and deliver me first before the others. So women are the drivers of the world. We just don't know that. These people, they have the world like this. So if you are friends with them, you are likely to reach your destiny very fast. Look, for instance, if a guy does not like me, but a girl likes me, and he wants that girl, and she asks him, can you buy me Henny C CD? Do you think the guy is not going to buy the CD? He's going to buy it.
He will buy it.
Because she likes me. And from that particular moment, the guy is going to start to like me too. So I've gained two. I've gained one person because of this person. So if this girl is liked by 5 guys, even though she end up with one, but she will introduce me to 5 different guys. So isn't it that a leader?
Yeah.
That's a leader.
No, it is.
Yeah.
No, it is. The job. I artist yi leyi mi twaku loko mi tshamile ku ri loko no ze ni feature hi artist liya kumbe loko no kuma feature na artist liya swilo swa mina swi ta va swi right.
I used to have that dream, you know, but I saw it's a useless dream.
Why?
Very useless, because if you have a dream of featuring someone, does he have a dream of featuring you?
No.
That's the question. So what happens if he refuses? Will you not still reach your dream? So it's a very good dream when you are starting and you don't know. But the moment you reach the music industry, into the heart of it, you will start understanding that it's a useless dream. Because he might not be liking you at the particular time. And then when you dream and you feel like this guy has potential to put you out there, are you gonna now give up because he refused? And you will start being bitter. You will start hating other artists. So it's actually something that a warning that I would give to the young artists out there. You do not have to put your faith too much on liking to be featured by somebody, because they might refuse and it can break you and it will direct your vision from where you were going. So if it happens that I work with whoever, God bless them. I appreciate and I would love to work with anyone, but it's not a dream.
Miziminga kuma miriri ka situation yo mi kombela artist yo ka ku feature ala as time goes on mia humelele ka vutomira n'wina avuya a kombela ku ri mi feature hlamula n'wina ku nga va kumbe ku va yini
if I feel at that particular moment kuri our energy still match, I would work with him or her. But sometimes how you start, it determines the future. If I feature you, I might be doing it out of being spiteful. But at the end of the day, it is not from the heart. So I would feature them or not, depending on the feeling at that particular moment. If I feel like a good song will come out, I'll do that.
So, local consider so financial. How is it difficult for someone else to think of those things? Local feature.
Well, we don't think the same. Like I said in the beginning, we think different. Others, when you ask feature, they look at your fame. What do you bring to the table? I'm looking at logistics. So we think differently. So at the end of the day, it's about the feeling. So, but them, they don't think that sometimes, but which is their way of working, which we can't change. Unfortunately, that's how they are. But yeah, that's how I think.
Inga langutela ring album imanyana yamu. Okay, before you figure out,
yes.
This year, you came up with a different strategy. Yakuba mihangala sabunanga bzangwini. Kunga have it CD. Why?
The world is changing. The industry itself is changing. Most people are going digital. Belong to certain mobile Swish. Asha atalang mkuma mobile on CD player. People are going digital. And if you remember there was cassettes, there was vinyls before. They were replaced by cassettes. Cassettes was replaced by CDs. Somehow CDs are being replaced, and we cannot force the issue. You want to force the issue, then it's in the row, you know.
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah. So, Inga expect a from mental music production or from Henny C?
But there's still many things to come, which I believe I would love them to also Manela, but you know, you cannot predict the future. You cannot tell Kuri what's gonna really happen. But we can only wish that good things should come. Good music should be produced, good videos should be produced, and good shows. You know, I remember last of last year I was having big dreams of performing in big stages. But Corona came through. So you can't really plan things like that. You just have to wing it, and if it happens, it happens. And but good music should be good music will be produced. Definitely, I'm not stopping. Like now, I'm already busy with, like, you know me. Every time when I release an album, when I'm busy in the studio producing another album. Yeah. So I never have time to sit down and dance with the audience. I don't forget that I still need to produce another album. I think most mistake artists make is when they produce the product, they want to go sit down the product with the people. So I feed while I'm cooking.
Yes.
So that what I do is loko se ni yamphamela n'wina mita mina se ni sungule poto rin'wana.
Okay swa twala.
Yeah,
swa twala. Echaka n'wina ukuni milamutela na swingwavile.
Yeah.
So swikomba ku ri a ma ha kona you are off market.
Ntsemu nguvu yi pfariwile aka ha ri na ndlela yin'wana yi pfariwile ni pfale hi 2009 September the 26th. I think now we are almost 12 years in. With a beautiful woman, very caring, and she's very much active in my life. There's nothing to change there. I do not want to change it or actually start all over. I'm okay.
Manjake imhloma. Oma.
Elago mala lwandle hala a PE. She's it's a mixture of let me not say a mixture. She's colored.
Okay. Yeah. Mtsonga n'wina Echaka. Bona imcolored. Swi olovele ku fika kwini ku ri mi endla kumbe mi va endla va twa va amukelekini eka rixaka ra Vatsonga?
I think first, before, I just had to be myself.
Okay. Before you can speak about that, I need this one. Man lapa le kaya va swi teke njhani loko mi fika na ntombi mi ku hi loyi?
Those ones. You see, when it comes to my parents, man, they are very supportive when it comes to us as their kids. Because even Nalogo, it was never an issue for them. They just asked me, what are you going to do next? You know, there are those type of people who knows, we have raised our kids well. They will do great decisions. So for them, it was very easy for them to accept my wife, and my wife felt so welcome. That's why I wanted to answer the question. No, I had to be myself to make her feel comfortable. I did not play to be something else, which I was not. I did not try to win her over by being fake or anything else. And that's what she loved about me and my parents as well, because they didn't want to now try to be something else when she's around. No, they just remained the way they were, and she saw the real people, and she kind of just like jumped in. And actually now she's more like a Zonga person. If you don't know, you think she is, because she's got that respect, that humble spirit, and the saving wife, knowing that her husband is a king and she's my queen, as it is. Yeah.
Loko mo ba siya na ko kwa mthabini le kae ba nga sala ba vulavula na kwa mthabini ba twana kahle
bana language ya bona ba lava lava vavasati, like I said, vanhu vitohosi va swi kota wona ku create swa vona va ri voxe. So communication, it has never been a problem. Va kota ku ba create language ya vona, which na mina ni hleka nkarhi wun'wana loko ti va twa ka vulavula. But then it's beautiful to see your wife and your mother being close. Like it's such a humbling experience. If you don't know that as a guy, like seeing your mom and your wife together and working together, or smiling, or just even if it's an hour or 2 hours, it's such a beautiful moment. It's something that you would love to see.
What are us now there? As put thinking.
Yeah, that way.
Mina bana
3 boys.
Na munhu wini aku hava n'wana na wini khoneni.
Ku hava n'wana. Ku hava n'wana because a hi ri ntsongo mani loko hi cata. A ni nge za ni tiva swo tala na mina self, ni ri munhu a na ha ri ku ti dyondzeni. So a ni nge se za ni kuma nkarhi wa ngopfu. Futhi loko ri vona swi nyanya, because I think she was 15 when I met her the first time. And that was just, since then we were never separated, and we were inseparable.
Vana va n'wina talk. Hi ta vona tinqambi malembe lama taka kumbe hi expecta yini because of problem leyi nga kona hi n'wina tinqambi kumbe hi vanhu lava va nga kota ku nyikiwa ku ri va ti endlela swa vona. They try to force their kids into those things ku ri va followa laha vana va famba kona. Swi nga va swi ri na vunghozi ku fika kwihi loko ku ri swi na vunghozi, kumbe swi nga va swi ri kahle ku fika kwihi loko ku ri swi kahle?
Look, you can't force something out of someone. Like me now, I don't force my kids to do anything musically. Like now, they don't even have an instrument in the house that they play. They show their interest out of their own without being forced, especially the older one and the last born. The middle one is not really so musical. I can already hear, but he might be musical in playing instruments, which he hasn't started yet. So I'm not forcing it to them, but I believe out of the 3, one might come out musician because of how they admire what I do. Every time when I'm busy making a song, you would hear them praising the song or singing along and trying to figure out how I did it and all that stuff. So they are interested as for now, but they haven't started. But the older one, I can hear he's got a voice to sing. Yeah, he's got a voice. I can say so proudly.
Mara loko n'wina mi tshamini tanihi mutswari mi mi langutini, mina ku vona nyana kutsongo ku ri a nga va a khata hi ndlela yaleyi n'wina mi nga tisa hi swona eka tlhelo ra music, kumbe ko va swi vele tanihi mi swi vona ku mi ri mutswari ku ri ya voice yona yi kona and because of ka yimbeleliwa wa yimbelela na yena, mara i tikomba u nga ri i khome gondzo rin'wanyana ka vutomi.
I think the elder one is the one who is more like me in terms of how he's doing things. But unfortunately, he doesn't have his younger brother to back him up. Because now I used to have my younger brother doing the same thing at the same time. So this one is alone, so he doesn't have someone to back him up in the morning when he's singing and stuff. But I can already see small things of myself. Because I didn't just start boom with music. I also did sports, which I was playing soccer. Yeah, now to Tuma. I was dangerous. And as small as I am, I was a defender playing 5. High school. Once you are playing for a high school, obviously high school they wouldn't select just. And being one of those guys that was trusted to play in most matches. Exactly. So it shows.
Make it to the top 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Loko n'wina sweswiwani ko ta munhu un'wanyana kumbe un'wanyana a ku ni na n'wana wa mina ni lava ku ri mi future mi nga swi teka njhani kumbe mi munhu wa njhani loko ko va ku ri na munhu loyi a tsaka ku ni na n'wana hi loyi i tikomba na ku tsakela ku yimbelela ma va pfuna vanhu vo tanihi lavaya loko va tiva ka n'wina kumbe njhani?
I think those ones are taking shortcuts. That's how I see them. Which sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I can help if it's doable. In this situation, assessors want to go, okay, I should do it. But if I look at it and I see no point of doing it, because others, they really come with a 15-year-old and the voice hasn't even cracked yet. All I would take a shortcut because I might introduce their child to other musicians or platforms. Baba say wakabala clash stage, but there is a featured artist to car. Because sometimes we refuse simply because of that. You can't be skipping stages because when you reach up there, you're not gonna know how it is under here, and you might not last up there. First, you have to toughen up here underground, get your stuff together, and so that when you go up there, you understand what this is. Music industry, it's not child's play. So I would help, but it's very
kuna the record label little too much mi nga va mi navela ku va mi tirhisana na record label yi ya kona maybe going forward?
It would be I think it's TV because under contract defies whether I would want to or not, because the name of the label, it means nothing if I'm not getting anything. So any record label, but if it has the right contract for me, that I
okay. It's okay. Loko mi tsala risimu kumbe mi endla risimu mi va mi langute yini?
First thing first, antsala ni record a beat, loko ni heta ku record a beat, mic yi va yi tshame kwala like this. I just think and record. So minkarhi yo tala ni nga ri na concept, no figure kwala mahlweni ka studio sweswi nga na beat, think how can I tackle this beat. Whatever comes xi nghena ni swi twa ku xa pfumela even qhubeka na swona. I don't sit down and write songs, unfortunately, or dream about songs, no.
N'wina tinqambi mi nga endlelo rin'wanyana ka tinghoma leti mi ti yimbelelaka, mi yimbelela swilo leswi munhu loko a tshamile a nga phati u nga ri hi leswi humelelaka ka n'wina. Ku na risimu ra Makananise le Swazini ri te njhani risimu leri?
I think looking at situations leti vanhu vo tala va fambaka tona, vanhu vo tala minkarhi yo tala va va kuma a ri na munhu wo karhi mara munhu loyi a nga kona laya i xilo leswi ni ngo swi fila is not something leswi ni nga swi experience because mina I'm okay. I don't have a Swaziland where I left my heart, but there are people who are even calling today and say, hey bruh, so which means whatever that came to my mind that day, it was something that somebody went through. So just because it came from my mind, and then necessary. And the reason why it is Swazini, that time normally I could not trend in one tintombitele Swazini. Yeah, sase ko to and the batsaleli wa ku kushota wa okay. So it is that opportunity, it is that trend to make that type of a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So lava va chayisa ku tingoma letiya va kha va yi gega mirini vo mirini hi vona ku a gegiwa la tindlwini hi mhaka ya mbilu ya naxele Swazini
ni ri awu fe mukuvalo ase
mi swi twile n'wina mi chayisa ku tingoma mi kha mi gega vavanuna na vavasati va n'wina mi kha mi va gega cawuka mi ri vona va nga vuli munhu ni swiyota nje loko ku ri ku na munhu mi lava ku famba ku le Swazini. Yeah. Okay, the award.
Yes sir.
I tingani?
I think Nina 1 2 4 plus 2 plus 2. That's what?
4 plus 2 plus 2. 8.
Yeah, not 8. 4, which was from Nkovane, 1 Satma Award. Another one from this other awards, I forgot their names. Sorry. And then
I think it's the fame.
It's something. I forgot. I have to check. And then the other 2 is from the Pop Music Awards in different years. Nominations, sure. It's a lot.
Okay. Kuva mi kuma award. Kumbe mi nga kumi award. Swi mi endla yini leswi? Ku ni vona ti-artist to tala va gungula loko va nominatiwa va vuya va nga kumanga award. N'wina mi swi teka njhani?
Mina I celebrate the nomination. Like now with the Summer Awards, I celebrate the nomination. So that makes it easier for me to not have a so hard lose because I already appreciate the nomination. It shows that I'm amongst the top artists that are recognized in the nation. So I heal myself by celebrating a nomination and not pay focus on winning the award, because obviously one artist out of 4 or 5 nominated in that particular category must go home with an award, and which cannot be all of us. So, but it does not make us the losers. It actually put us together with that particular artist. Like now, I'm nominated with Shoma Joseph, with Maslasela, Venda Boy, and if Shoma Joseph win it, it tells me I'm in the very same space with her. If I'm nominated amongst her, I'm in that space. So which means the real. That's how I see things. That's why I start associating myself with that person. So is this how far I went?
What will you say? Ka the artist leti tikuma ku va nominatiwa kan'we kumbe va wina award kan'we se va sungula ku fambela le henhla le va nga ha hlayi na ku khomeka vanhu van'wana va hataka hi le hansi ka vona kumbe vanhu lava nga va kuma va ka game leyi ya music, because there's a lot of artists which have been into this game ya music for the past 20 years but they've never even won 1 award. Mi nga ri yini ka munhu loyi a fika ku nyamutlha a va na nkateko wa ku ri a nominatiwa a wina award?
Well, it's a great thing, because look, when people recognize the award for one, it tells you it is people who placed you in that particular space, and they appreciate and they see you. So you need to appreciate them back just as much as they appreciate you. So your your thing is to appreciate them back by loving them and giving them heads up when they comment on your Facebook. Try, even if you respond to at least 20 out of 100. Just try by all means, because we know that we are busy as artists, always trying to driving or something. You can't be on Facebook when you're when you're driving. So you just have to make time for them as well sometimes, just to appreciate them back and appreciate other artists as well. Don't think you are bigger than the other artist when you have won a certain award. No, you were just recognized at that particular time. You can still not be recognized if time goes by.
Okay. Joke. Swazini lexi xitatikanyana ne mara mo ta xivutiso mi lava ku tsundzukiwa tanihi munhu wa njhani n'wina loko se mi fambile ka misava leyi mi lava ku tsundzukiwa hi munhu wa njhani?
Well, it's not up to me, unfortunately. It's up to the people, how they see me. They will remember what they see. And I cannot choose, unfortunately, how they see me. So to others, I might be a hero. To others, I might not be. But I want to be remembered the way they see me. Whatever they see, let it be the remembrance of me.
Okay. Itsela. Mingari, maybe English
No, I think I remember what was supposed to be done is indeed
what was supposed to be done. Just want to
okay. Well, I think it's always good to kusiyela mzuzu. Leswi swi nga sala I swa mundzuku. Ayizifika ayizolo.
Leswi swa yanzwa loko mi swi veka hi ndlela yaleyo.
Yeah.
Mi nga hi tshetanyana katsongoyana maybe ku ri album leyi taka hi nga vito maybe title ya album swo fana sweswo ku ri na ku ri hi nga yimela swilo swa njhani.
Okay, remember this. Remember it, don't forget. The album has no title. Just remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
remember, the album does not have a title. It will make sense one day. Just remember that word. It does not have a title.
Kuri title track it doesn't have a title. Okay, anyway guys, ikesini ku ri teka nkarhi wa n'wina wa kahle na data ya n'wina yo durha mi languta hina ku tlula awara hinkwayo swi nyika nhlohlotelo lowunene ngopfu ku ri ya mahlweni na ku mi tisela swilo swa kahle ngopfu. And remember this was my first podcast, so whatever went wrong, please be patient with us. It will improve as time goes on, but this is not for anyone. Munhu wana nga kota ku swi endlela ku ti endlela swo fana leswiwani vanhu va hina a swi fanelanga vo mani a swi faneli vo mani n'wana n'wana ku ti sungulela a sungula kona. So khensini nkarhi wa n'wina, bye bye.
Wow.